We have a RCA ACR-111 receiver main chassis dating from about 1936 or thereabouts. I removed the RF section. That's been restored separately, but I thought I'd tackle the main chassis first. So it's been recapped and some wiring changed out, mainly the leads going to the different tubes, the tube grids. Some work had been done on this previously, and I've rejigged that work. It wasn't done very well, and I replaced some of the components that were installed previously. I think the only thing I've left in there is one electrolytic, which is down under here. Also changed out some resistors that were out of tolerance, as an example. And it's just going to be tested on its own with the speaker. It's not the original speaker, but it's a field coil speaker. But the field coil impedance is quite high. I think the resistance there is something like 1750 ohms. Needs about 800 ohms. So what somebody previously had done had put a whole string of resistors in here of the incorrect value to make that 800 ohms. I put a single 1500 ohm resistor in here, 10 watt, which with the voice coil plus this makes about 800 ohms total. So that should give the right voltages in the circuit. It's a bit experimental. I've left this resistor so I can access it very easily and unsolder it. It's not been soldered; it's just been tagged in, so it can be changed easily. So I've got it on a variac. I've actually got it on full voltage. I've already wound it up on the variac, and just some preliminary checks on voltage. It seemed okay. I'll switch it on. I've got it coupled up to a signal generator at about 460 kilohertz, and there we go. Interestingly, the diodes are connected to the RF unit, so there isn't a diode, but this one here indicates when the receiver is on standby. So you can hear the IF tone there from the signal generator. That's very loosely coupled to the first IF stage. It's just the leads clipped to the grid lead on the first RF stage. So it's just a fraction of a picofarad coupling, and it's picking it up, no problem. Everything seems to work. We've got tone control, which has an effect on the tone. It's actually called fidelity in the manual. We've got switched the BFO in. The AGC probably isn't working well. I haven't checked that yet. What else have we got? We've got regular volume control. Where is it? Volume control. This is noise limiting control, I believe. I got the front panel here somewhere. Yeah, it's a noise limiting control. Range switch, which doesn't do a lot at the moment. But also got selectivity controls. This switches a crystal in and out. So the crystal's out at the moment. Crystal's in. Not making a lot of difference. The crystal's that little brown thing there. But anyway, I just wanted to check it. We've got about 320 volts on the first filter capacitor, and around about 200 and 65 270 volts on the second one, so I need to check the voltages against the manual. It's drawing about 110 watts, which seems about right. I'll leave it running for an hour or so like this, and then I'll probably start on the RF chassis, which is a whole different ball game. I've already given it a good inspection, and the capacitors in there are buried really deep, and I think I'm going to have to partly dismantle the thing to get to some of the capacitors. So that's going to be a long job, and probably not in the next day or two. Anyway, pleased to get this far. The front panel. RCA ACR-111.